Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to do a reading that actually I promised in my last live that I would do, and this is about Got7 JB and his girlfriend. So we're going to be seeing like both sides of how they're feeling about this, about the relationship and each other. So yes, this is going to be really exciting. I'm excited for him. So let's talk a bit about their astrological energies. He is, we know, a Capricorn with the moon in Scorpio. And from the information that I was able to actually receive, because some people were really kind to share with me her birthday. She is a Leo, and I did her birth chart manually because, well, I don't know if this is her correct birthday, but I'm going to take this as information. So she would be a Leo sun with the moon in Aries. So a very fiery, passionate, female. Like, actually, I'm pleasantly surprised because I'm sure she is very passionate and also very straightforward about her desires and about what she wants to do. Very creative as well. Very she like always like a ray of light, like always shining, always connecting with herself. Like, I love this for JB. We know that JB has probably more intense and also probably a bit more reserved nature. So it would be interesting to see how these two actually work in a relationship. Um, and I think that I actually do see this for JB because even though he is very reserved, he has a strong Capricorn placements. So probably when it comes to actions and what he finds attractive, he is a very dominant person himself. So, the fact that she's is a fire sign and her moon is in Aries, that it's also a fire sign, probably adds a bit, like, she is also very strong in her own nature, and probably he does admire and finds that very alluring. So I'm loving this for him. I'm loving this energy. She seems very sweet. Like, I was watching both sides of the spread, and actually I noticed there's a lot of feelings here. I'm going to be honest. There's feelings, there are. Love is in the air. And but what amazes me is that from her perspective, I'm able to see that she's very, I can see how she's feeling about this, and actually she's feeling very positive about this. She's connecting with her self-esteem, so and also with her power of creation. And from his side, I can see that also he's connecting more with his emotional side, but he is a bit like insecure also. So, these are two different people that obviously their perception of this this good and this very positive thing that they are experiencing today, they both have different perspectives about, he is a bit more fearful and she is like enjoying it, just going with the flow. So this also says a lot about each other's character. um so let's start with JB side. He got the Five of Pentacles, the Three of Cups, and the Star card. So definitely what I can see is that he's starting with the Five of Pentacles. He definitely has some insecurities. He definitely fears not being good enough. Um, I don't know if he had actually got some kind of criticism, or he got some very, like, some haters or some stalkers, like, trying to bring him down or trying to make him feel guilty for being in a relationship. But I think that it's not that he 100% feels attack, but he probably feels a bit guilty. There's a part of him that actually is a bit like insecure, and probably I think that what he fears the most is actually the consequences of this affecting his ability to enjoy, his ability to also celebrate, his ability to, because I think that there he does have more supporters and more people around him that support this, that congratulate him actually for this, than the negative people. But somehow, since he is very sensitive, because he is a sensitive guy, and he is a bit of a pessimist sometimes, probably criticism does get to him, so probably is a stick in his unconscious that there are some people that are not very happy about this, and he probably feels a bit uncomfortable with this. It's like he has swing moods, I'm sorry, he has mood swings. He goes from being happy to being really excited to being a bit like, oh, is this the right thing? I don't know how people are going to feel about this. I feel a bit unstable, but I think that the cards, nevertheless, here is with the star at the end. I think that what it says is that everything that happens in JayB life has a purpose. I think that we all go through this individually. But in the case of JB, I think that he's someone that he has to connect with his intuitive side. We know that he is a moon in Scorpio, so definitely he has a side of him that is very intuitive and that it's a bit of a psychic. So I think that this is his intuition here with the star card, telling him that he needs to read the signs, and that somehow that if he has this very special moment, and that if he's feeling happy and if he's celebrating and people are celebrating that he has found someone special, he should celebrate it himself. Like he should like be happy for himself and allow himself to be happy, to be happy, to not focus on, oh, what others are going to say, more like focus on that this is a special moment for you, and that somehow, I don't know if he believes in God, the universe, whatever, but he does have a sort of like a guardian angel. I mean, we all have a guardian angels, according to my opinion, but he does have like a spiritual influence that somehow gives him a sort of hope, that somehow sends him signals, or something that happens in his life is always happens for a reason, and somehow is trying to connect with him in an unconscious level to let him know that this joyful moment it's something that he deserves and that is meant to be in his life, so he can connect with happiness and positivity, and that this is something that he deserves. So I think that he will eventually get it, he will eventually like embrace it, but he does have his moments where he thinks that he's not good enough. So definitely he should be able, as the time goes by, to actually connect with enjoying, and also like, because this connection is going to teach him a lot about loving himself. So this is great. I think that this is, I wouldn't say like this is a match made in heaven, but I think that he definitely needs to experience this relationship to its fullest, because it's going to allow him to grow as a man, as an individual. So from her perspective, we have the King of Cups, the Knight of Cups, and the Empress. So from her side, definitely I can see that she's in love, that she definitely is feeling inspired, and that she also feels loved. So even though he is reserved, JB is reserved, JB goes through moments where he feels a bit hesitant, he does make her feel special. or he does make her feel that she is loved and praised. So, and that she's wanted. Definitely, there's a lot of connection here. This is not two people that ignore each other's feelings. They definitely make each other know, let each other know that love is in the air and that there's a lot of emotions here. And I wouldn't be surprised if these two like started talking about feelings or started feeling things for each other very fast and very in a very intense way, because I see the cups here, so definitely these two are in the mood for love. And she is feeling, definitely admires how emotional he is, and she definitely sees him as a king, and she definitely can see the true person behind him, the true human, the individual behind what others see of him. She doesn't see him as an artist or a famous person. She sees him as an individual, as a person, as a man, and she's definitely very attracted to him. She feels butterflies when she sees him. They connect really well. And also, she's feeling very inspired in her career, and in her, she's feeling very inspired to connect with her creation. She's a very creative person, and in this sense, what I mean is that she actually, for those who think that she would need him to be famous, they are totally wrong, because definitely this woman, it's a very abundant resource of inspiration and creativity. She is a creator by herself, like on her own means. She is a creator, so she is amazing. And she's connecting, so she probably is working. She's in love, but she's also investing in herself, so she's probably working a lot on her endeavors, on her projects. She's not distracted at all. Actually, she's very influenced. She's very like in the mood for creation as well. Probably being in love is something that inspires her to be more passionate about her work. So she's feeling really happy. She is really happy. I can see this, that she's very open, at least in the cards I can see it. She doesn't hide it. So I'm liking her spirit, really. And she's also very intuitive as well. Um she has a good eye for people, and she's very honest. So she's not deceitful nor anything else. She's very positive. She has a very positive vibe. Probably she also went through a lot, and she's like, okay, I deserve this, I deserve to be happy, and so she's enjoying this. So then the relationship as an overall, they got the nine of cups, the seven of swords, and the two of swords. So here with all these swords, we got the internet, social media again in the middle. Probably this relationship, it means a lot for them. Actually, this is like a dream come true for both of them. I think that they both are in a place where they are happy that they had meet each other in this lifetime. Like they had coincide somehow. Um, but at the same time, there's, like I mentioned in JB's reading that I did briefly on my live, there's a sense of them also wanting to run away somehow from the media and the exposure. There's a sense of them actually not wanting to be exposed, and a part of them like somehow being able to withdraw the news, or being able to be like, okay, like this didn't happen, like there's a sense like, okay, like they are not sure about how to deal this from a perspective of, like, I don't know if there are people that have information on them or have pictures or something like that, but they are not comfortable, honestly. They are emotionally, they feel very fulfilled. Emotionally, they feel very like this is what they want. They do not regret what they have with each other. But what they regret is people knowing. it's also people, words, comments, a lot of like words. I don't know if it's messages, if it's like the social media, being harassed in social media. There's a lot of words here. So I wouldn't be surprised if they actually at some point would try to deny somehow the relationship. You know how, in K-pop, when K-pop famous couples actually, like, there are like the dating news come out, and then 1 month later they release a statement that they had broken up because they are busy people and blah blah. I think that this could, if they feel pressured, I think that they could do this of actually like eventually being like, okay, no, we are not dating, or we broke up, or something like that, just to avoid people uh being like uh haters, or stop people from being so invasive, and they would actually decide to date in secret. But there's no decision being made yet. I think that they are going with the flow to see how if people actually would be okay and they would stop harassing them. Thank God it's just words. It's not that they are being attacked like in their places, but it's a lot of messages, a lot of hate comments, and so they are actually very happy, but they are considering the possibility of, like, or I wouldn't say hiding, but because these are people that are public figures, but they would want, their desire is to somehow, like, they are hoping that people would forget that they are dating, and that they would treat them like they normally would, not because they are associated with each other, and not being like, oh, because you are dating JB, or because JB is dating you. So, and I think that this is their desire. They are going to try to be as modest, and not to talk about this, and not to mention each other. um, they are still a bit uncomfortable with the exposure, and I don't think that that is going to affect the relationship. But if it does get serious, they would like. I think that there would be the need to actually pretend like they are not dating, or that something happened that they would interrupt their relationship. But I don't know. I think that they're still indecisive. I don't think that this is like a strategy that they are considering it, but since they are so happy, they are like in this honeymoon phase. I think that they come and go with what they should do, between their mind and their heart. So this is why we should always be supportive, and just not be invasive, and let them enjoy this moment. So yes, guys, this is all I have for today. I hope that you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.